Hey guys, King of Charmans here. Alright, so my community day was absolutely incredible. I caught 69 shiny freaking Magikarp. I was absolutely amazed at my progress. No, seriously, that was probably really annoying. Not really, I had a lot of motivation. It was triple dust, so that meant you got a lot. It was worth it. Magikarp was easy to catch, so easy to catch Pokemon plus triple dust equals lots of dust. So even though I got 69 shiny Magikarp as a hilarious thing, very nice. It was just a whole lot of fun. It kept me motivated to keep on grinding. Now, because of that, I put this video out for Premier Cup and for just regular Ultra League for Gyarados with Aqua Tail. It's very powerful. You're going to see a lot of things in this video that are just like, Gyarados covers a lot with that Aqua Tail because it gives you a new bait move. It's very strong, very good. Now, this is a long video, so instead of taking up all the intro time, I'm just going to show you guys right now. And you guys, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you like what you see, and Gyarados is useful for you in Go Battle League. Alright, so, before we get to the Master Guide on Gyarados, I have no idea why this thing is a flying type. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's just Pokemon logic. I mean, since we were a kid, for some odd reason, yes. I mean, I get it, but okay, so the thing is about being a flying type, the reason why it's so good being a flying type is that it gives it extra resistances against other things. However, it also gives extra weaknesses. So Gyarados overall is one of the most iconic Pokemon in the entire freaking franchise. It's extremely powerful, extremely well sought out, and when Pokemon Go first came out, it was one of the most coveted things in the entire world to get in your Pokedex because it was just that freaking awesome. So Gyarados is incredibly powerful in almost every aspect of the game. In gymming, it's very powerful. In PvP, it's pretty dang good. As you see here, Gyarados maxes out at 3391. It has a very high attack stat and a very high stamina stat. And because of that high attack stat, Gyarados is able to dish out a ton of damage and has an incredible moveset. So, if you started playing Pokemon Go when you were a kid, like I did, welcome to, like I said, one of the most iconic Pokemon in the game. And it's very, very strong in Pokemon Go. As I mentioned, it has very high attack, and because of that high attack, it's able to do, combined with its very versatile moveset, it functions as a fantastic save switch in Ultra and Master League. So make sure you get a good one for Ultra Master. You can even use it in Great League. It has use in Great League. Not as much as the other two leagues, but it does have use. So Gyarados, here's the thing about Gyarados and what makes Gyarados really, really good. Because of its unique typing, you resist ground, bug, fighting, fire, steel, and water. That's a lot of resistances. In fact, because of its flying and water resistance, what it's able to just basically tank or resist, it's very well coveted as a save switch. In Ultra League, you can expect to see a lot of like Swamperts. You can expect to see a lot of, you can see Swamperts, you can see fighting types like Machamp, and grass types come and take prominence. Now obviously grass and electric, or grass and, what's the other typing I'm looking for? I'm sorry. Grass is neutral. Yes, grass. Grass is neutral. However, you still have a hefty amount of resistance. As you see, you resist ground, bug, fighting, fire, steel, and water again. That's a lot of resistances. And it only has 2 weaknesses. It's only weak to electric, and it's only weak to rock. Now, if you see electricity and you see a wild charge, you might want to get the heck out of there. But you know what? Make sure you get a good Gyarados. Because even though you do get those electric weaknesses, like I said, it dishes out a ton of damage. So if a Gyarados is very well capable of KOing a lot of electric types if it has energy. Now, as you see here, it takes a ridiculous amount of candy. But if you've been playing a while like I have, you should have, and Community Day, you should have enough candy and you should have enough Magikarps to really help you out for this league. As you see, it's very cheap as well. It only costs 10,000 Stardust to get a second move, and its charge move candy is only 25. If you did Community Day today, which is today for me, you should have a good Magikarp. So that's what makes it good. Yeah. With Aqua Tail, with Waterfall, Hydro Pump, Dragon Tail, Aqua Pump, with all these moves, it has a very versatile moveset. Like I said, Aqua Tail gives it that extra bait move, and it makes it even more powerful. It already has the strongest water type attack in the game, which is Hydro Pump. It has Outrage. It even has Dragon Pulse. Well, that's Legacy, but if you move on to the rows, it has an incredibly powerful moveset. Hydro Pump, Outrage, Hydro Pump, Outrage. It even has Crunch. So it has so much coverage against the meta with Crunch, Hydro Pump, Dragon Pulse. Now you have Aqua Tail. Don't ever use Twister. Twister is a horrifying bait move. Don't ever use it. Not only is it a waste of energy, if you don't bait a shield, don't ever use Twister. Twister is horrifying. But yes, that's as you see, Magikarp is Magikarp or Gyarados. It takes a lot of Magikarp candy, but like I said, if you played Community Day, you should have plenty of candy, and it's very powerful for Ultra and Master League. And now we're gonna go over the PvPoke.com simulations next. All right, so here's the matrix for Gyarados. Now, what I did is I compiled Waterfall, Dragon Breath, and Bite. So I put 3 of the most versatile. Well, you won't really use Bite if some of you are looking to be incredibly spicy, and for some odd reason, Bite takes out, like, there's a Psychic Ghost meta that comes out of nowhere. Bite might be pretty dang good. But I put Waterfall, Dragon Breath, and Bite together. And I put it against, this is going to be, first I'm going to measure Ultra League, then I'll do Master League. So I'll do it for Premier Cup, but I'm going to do Ultra League minus the Legendaries, so we're going to take out Articuno. So I'm going to do Premier Cup first for Ultra League. I'll do Premier Cup first, so I'm going to do Premier Cup first, so I'm going to take out all of the Legendaries here. So if you do a Matrix, this is probably your best way to do big points to see your IVs and your break and bulk points. You can manipulate your IVs, and then you can put this in a matrix. But this is an incredibly valuable tool to let you see just what beats what. So I'm going to start off with pretty much your standard, like I said, Premier Cup. Okay, that should be all the Legendaries. So this is Premier Cup, and then I'm going to run the matrix into one shield. As you see here, these are all the Aqua Tail variants that you can get. Bite, Dragon Breath, and then all their movesets. And with these movesets, you can just see like by running a matrix with all these, you could see like everything you beat. Because you have almost every moveset on there. I'm not going to do Dragon Breath or Hydro Pump, etc. Because this is just going to highlight how good Aqua Tail is. Because it's pretty much because of Community Day. As you see, Shadow Abomasnow, you lose almost every matchup against Abomasnow, except when you have Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch. When you have Aqua Tail and Hydro Pump, you lose against Blastoise. Other than that, every moveset beats Blastoise. As far as Charizard goes, Charizard gets wiped by Aqua Tail in general. The Dragon Breath variant will be able to beat Dragonite, so Dragonite loses to the Gyarados. This is why Ultra and Masters Premier, this is why Gyarados is so good, or just in Ultra in general. Because as you see, we're in Ultra League. So as you see in Ultra League, Dragonite falls to Gyarados. You also beat Drifblim. Gyarados beats Drifblim. Yes, it does in the one shield. How, you asked? It's because of Aqua Tail. Well, that's actually because of Crunch. But as you see, you win every moveset. You beat Drifblim you beat Drifblim in pretty much most scenarios, except when you have Aqua Tail Hydro Pump. So if you have Aqua Tail Hydro Pump, both water moves, you lose. Unless you have Bite. Then Bite, Aqua Tail, Hydro... Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait. I just noticed something. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I just noticed that. Okay. Make sure all of your movesets are correct before you do anything. Alright, so we have Crunch and we have Outrage and we have Hydro Pump. I'm going to resim everything real quick. And then just readjust it. Most of everything's the same. Just the Bite, Aqua Tail errors. As you see, you still, like, yeah. So I just put Crunch, Outrage, and Hydro Pump. So just your different charge move sets. As you see, the Aqua Tail Hydro Pump variant beats Empoleon. However, in the one shield with Bite, you can beat Empoleon with Bite. Yeah. So Bite actually does flip some matchups. I looked at this last night and I was kind of like confused and I was like, what? Like what? Like what? Yeah, so you can actually beat Empoleon with Gyarados as long as you have Aqua Tail because you're able to bait, and then Crunch does neutral damage. But as you see here, you can actually beat Empoleon with bot Aqua Tail Crunch, which is pretty nuts. And also for Alligator falls to Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail Outrage. Now, if you see the utility here, and the bite variant of it will beat Gengar. The thing about that you can probably expect to see Gengar in Ultra League and in Premier, especially Ultra Premier. So I would look out for it because you actually lose into ones against Gengar because of Shadow Punch. However, with the Bite variant, like I said again, you can beat these. And also you beat Gramble with the Waterfall variant. There's a lot of things that certain like movesets will flip. Of course, you're just going to get destroyed by Machamp just because it's in the one shield scenario. And Waterfall and Rock Slide sucks a lot. With Poliwrath, with Aqua Tail Outrage, you actually beat Poliwrath. Poliwrath loses against a lot of the movesets, as you see above here. You will... I highly doubt you will run... Well, if you have Waterfall Aqua Tail Crunch, you're going to lose against Poliwrath, of course. But you win against every other moveset. With Aqua Tail, Hydro Pump, Aqua Tail. It's because Poliwrath Poliwrath doesn't double resist, but he resists both Aqua Tail and Crunch. That's why if you get the Waterfall variant, you pretty much resist your entire moveset, so that's where you're going to lose. But you do have play against Shreptile. You beat Sizer. Shiftry loses against Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, Hydro Pump, and the Dragon... Well, two variants of Dragon Breath. So, as you see here, Swampert loses against all of them in the ones. Typhlosion gets yeeted, except for the Bite variant, just because of its damage. Because it can kind of tank... Typhlosion in Ultra League's a little... Not super tanky, but it can take a hit. Unless it's the Bite variant, because Dragon Breath and Waterfall do such high damage. That's why Typhlosion's... Also, this is Ultra League? Well, no, it's just Ultra League, it's fine. But yeah, this is Ultra Meta. If you want to, if I would say like the best variant, definitely look at Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail Crunch. Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail Crunch, because it's incredibly powerful. As you see, you beat a lot of things. That and even the Waterfall variant. So, you'll beat that and the Waterfall variant. If you look up top, so... I'll do a matrix for both of those individual movesets, but, well, no, you can pretty much see the difference. Dragon Ball Aqua Tail Crunch has so much coverage. If you look across almost all of the dimensions, Bite Aqua Tail Crunch, Dragon Breath Aqua Tail Crunch beats so much. It does a lot of damage. It has probably the most positive matchups out of everything else. If you look at the two shields, move the two shields, and then we go to battle. This is Ultra League, by the way. So, and that's the ones in the two shields. There's a lot of things that flip, but the Dragon Breath variant still does very, very strongly. As you see in the two shields, you beat Blastoise. All of them beat Charizard just because of Aqua Tail. The Dragon Breath variant will beat Dragonite, as mentioned in the twos. You even beat Drifblim, so you beat these two. You beat Dragonite and you beat Drifblim in the twos, and you beat it in the ones. Drifblim falls to Gyarados. Gyarados is good. And then if you look for Alligator, which is of course you're going to lose against Excavalier just because Excavalier resists your Dragon Breaths. However, I would say as far as like regular Ultra League, yes, you'll see Excavalier. Ultra Premier, probably not. So you can be a little safe with Excavalier. For Alligator, Gengar falls to... That's a very ironic number, but Gengar actually beats the Aqua Tail Crunch variant in the two shield just because of Shadow Punch. I think you can flip this matchup if you take a Shadow Punch, but I'd just be careful because, like I said, all the other variants will beat it. Waterfall beats Gengar. Waterfall beats Gengar, but the Dragon Breath variant does not. So it just depends, like, which ghost do you want to beat is basically the thing. Do you want to beat Drifblim or do you want to beat Gengar? Well, you can still beat Gengar. Crunch does a heavy amount of damage. So if you catch Gengar in the zeros, I'll show you quickly, it's going to lose. Shadow Machamp. You beat Shadow Machamp with the Dragon Breath variant as well. You just freaking Dragon Breath it down. But the regular version will hurt a lot. You also beat Amok with the Dragon Breath variant. What? Yep. Just because it does so much damage. So Lone Muck will fall. And then it beats Poliwrath, it beats Reptile, Shiftry, etc. You even beat Shiftry with the Dragon Breath variant. And then you lose against all other movesets, just because it's resist Waterfall and resist Bite. Swampert, this is probably one of the best ones. So, with this variant in the twos, you beat Swampert. So, you beat Swampert. You could expect to see Swampert a lot in both Ultra and Ultra Premier, just because it's still that good. It's a glass cannon fest, and it's very, very good. Obviously, beat Typhlosion to Venusaur. Now we're just going to look at the zeros. But like you see here, like I said before, definitely the Dragon Breath variant has a lot of play. You can run the Waterfall one as well. If you want to run the Bite one, the Bite variant does flip some matchups. But if you look at things like Drifblim, you don't really need Bite. There's nothing that Bite really specifically beats that the Dragon Breath or obviously Dragon Breath and Waterfall will flip matchups. But if you look at the Bite variant, It's not really worth running. If you're thinking of being spicy by running Bite, Bite doesn't really flip a lot. Bite will only allow you to be Ghosts. Like, you'll only dominate in the Ghost matchup for the most part. Everything else is just, like, not worth it. So don't run Bite. If you'd like to, and it works for your team, give it a shot. But that's a lot of losing matchups. In other words, if I had to endorse again, the Dragon Breath variant is very good. You can use the Waterfall variant, but I would see more use of that in Masters. We'll take a look at that after the Ultra one. As you see here, he does a lot of freaking work. And now we're going to look at the zeros. Oh wait, no. Oh, we're in the zeros. Here we go. And then this is the zero shield. This is for Ultra and Ultra Premier. Well, this is just Ultra. I'm gonna do Ultra Premier first. So as you see here, bam. This is the zero shield. So in the zero shield, remember how I was talking about the Dragon Breath variant? You beat in the zeros Obama Snow. In the zero shields, you beat Blastoise, you beat Charizard. You also beat Dragonite. You beat Drifblim. You beat Empoleon. What? What? Yes, it's because Crunch hurts. You beat Empoleon. You beat Excavalier. You beat Feraligatr. Now, the interesting in the no shield is that the Waterfall will beat Gramble. You will beat Gramble, but it's, yeah. Dragonite, Gyarados in the zero shield. The Dragon Breath variant will beat Muck, Obstagoon, Poliwrath, Scizor. No, Scizor. Yeah, Scizor, not Scizor. And you beat and you beat Swamperts. You beat Swamperts, you beat Typhlosions. Obviously, you don't beat Venusaurs because Frenzy Plants hurt a lot. So as you see here, and Charmers will just charm you down. But as you see, you win a lot of matchups. In the twos. Let me go in the twos again. Against things like Togetic. You still will lose. I mean, Togekiss. You'll still lose against a lot. This is the Ultra analysis. Now I'm going to kill this. Now I'm just going to put a new slate. Now I'm going to put this, and we're just going to, there you go. This should have all the legendaries on it. We're just going to run it against the legendaries. So I'm going to run it, here's the two shields, and then we're just going to put it in perspective. Actually, I'm just going to run, yeah, I'll run it against the legendaries. So we'll just get the legendaries.
Alright, so what I ultimately decided to do, because I was trying to like figure out how I was gonna do this as far as like getting it. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a custom one. All I'm gonna do is do Ultra League, but here's what I'm gonna do. Well, this is the train. So we're gonna train sim. We're gonna put Magikarp Community. That brings down, and then we're just gonna add everything else. So wait, no, this is the train sim. Battle. There you go. Battle, Matrix. Do Magikarp CD. Alright, perfect. We have all this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add legendaries. So we're going to add Cresselia. Put the Ultra League. Cresselia, which is Steel. Giratina, Gira A. This is how you know you play too much Ultra League. Or you like Gira Origins, Registeel. Alright. Okay, I put Registeel already. Let's see, is there any other, like, legendaries? Suicune. Because Suicune's pretty good. And then we'll do Suicune Shadow version. Shadow version, there you go. Alright, so this is pretty much, this is the main, so we're, let me add Cresselia. With Cresselia, but we're going to use, instead of the Moonblast, there's a Grass Knot variant, we're going to do the Future Sight Grass Knot. I mean the Future Sight Moonblast variant, there you go. So, there you go. And then we're just gonna go ahead and hit battle. So these are all the most common legendaries. And then we'll just like reflect their movesets and just see differences on each one. But pretty much the only difference between... The reason why I did this way is because really the only thing you need to dissect from regular Ultra League is the legendaries. We already covered the non-legendaries. Now we're gonna cover the actual legendaries. So, as you see, we have several BBML-like structures here. We got Cresselia, we got Gyarados. As you see, Registeel gets mollywopped by Gyarados in any fashion, whether it be Dragon Breath or Aqua Tail. Registeel just gets destroyed, especially the Waterfall Aqua Tail Hydro Pump variant. It looks like it baits shields and then it just blows it up. As you see, Giratina Alter loses to the Dragon Breath Ultra Tail, the Aqua Tail Crunch variation. It beats both Giratinas. So Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch will beat Registeel and both Giratinas. You lose against Suicunes, but you also beat Cresselia. What? Yeah, because of Crunch, you also beat Cresselia. Now, that's the one shield's given. So, let's do the 2-shield. Here's a 2-shield. Okay, battle. And then as you see here, this is the 2-shield scenario. So in the 2-shield, the Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Concurrence will actually beat Cresselia. I think that it's because it's at 503 that might be IV dependent, but it's comfortable to looks like it will comfortably beat it. You will beat both Giratina O's and you will beat Registeel with the Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch Variation. So as you see, Gyarados against regular Ultra League is very strong. It was already a good save switch, but it's even better now. It's definitely much better. It's even better now with Aqua Tail, seeing as all the matchups that you flip with Registeel. The one that was really limiting Gyarados is really just a bait move, because with Dragon Breath, it takes a while to get the Hydro Pump and even to get the Crunch. So that's why, as you see here, Gyarados is very, very powerful. So we have that. That's your Gyarados. So, and then let's look at the no shield. No shield. And then as you see in the no shield, Gyarados actually tears through the meta. The Dragon Breath Aqua Tail Crunch variant that we were talking about before, it actually, you wipe out Cresselia, Grass Knot, Moonblast, but you don't wipe out the regular version. So as long as you can, I'm assuming it's as long as you can run the Crunch, you're good. But as you see here, you'll beat Registeel in the zeros. You beat both Giratina Origin and Altered in the zero. You obviously don't beat Suicune, but you know what? That's like these results that you see here. It actually means that, like, yeah, this Gyarados is going to wreck your world. Alright, so in the summary, Gyarados in Season 3 is pretty dang good. I think it best functions as a save switch. You can lead with it, but really with its bait potential and everything like that, it's very strong in any position, but I would use it as a save switch more. You could use it as a lead. Actually, you could use it. Based on the analysis we had, in any position, Gyarados is very strong in its matchups. So if you want to consider using it, you may. In Ultra and Ultra Premier, it's very, very strong. Now, it has playing Premier, but wait for the meta to unfold. What I mean by that is that Ultra Premier is still very new. It's not as simple as, oh, okay, you take all, like, you take away this X, Y, and Z, but it's not, because it's so new. Just wait. And then, like, yeah, just wait and see if it works for you or not. Because since Premier Cup's so new, I did analysis on it already. It's very glass cannon-y. So a lot of things will deal an obscene amount of damage in a short amount of time. Gyarados with Aqua Tail and Crunch doesn't really fit that build, but it can be good. It can be good. Like I said, it just, like, wait for the meta unfold, and then we'll figure it out. And then the Shadow version isn't really worth investing in. Shadow Gyarados, we looked at the regular versions, but Shadow Gyarados, what? You probably won't have one that's really good on IVs. And unless you evolved it during Community Day, your Shadow Magikarp to get the October set, you won't get, yeah, it's not accessible and it's not really worth investing in. Shadow Gyarados, if you, like, doesn't really flip a lot of matchups. And, you want the regular version in Ultra League because of its bulk. Yes, Shadows do more damage, but because you only get Waterfall and Dragon Breath doesn't get stabbed when you use with the Shadow version, I've ran simulations myself and it's not really worth it. It's not really worth investing in. You could give it a shot if it works for you, like, go for it, but overall analysis, the Shadow doesn't seem to be worth it. And that's my analysis, guys. Please like and comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll be doing more individual analyses on my YouTube. So please, I will see you guys again, and have a wonderful day.